What's up, y'all? Welcome to this video tutorial. I am Henry. This is part 2 of how to build a website. In this part 2 video, I'm going to show you what HTML and CSS code is. And then I'm also going to give you an example on a website programming software that a lot of people use, that I believe that is the best one and you should know about. So here we go. Oh, by the way, before I begin, I just want to give you a reference. This website right here, w3schools.com, is a great website. It's a great resource where you can learn HTML code. Very well organized, very informative. When you get a chance and you need to find out some HTML code on how to do something on a website, or an element that you need to do that you want to make, this is a really good resource to go to. There are many other ones out there. Remember that code, basically there's like an open source movement in the industry, which means open source means that code is shared on the internet and you can just copy and paste that code, usually, you know, without copyright rules. As long as if you imported that exact code from somebody, then you should probably give them a little credit, but it's not necessary to, and you can just use people's examples. So for example, there's this one here, you can just copy and paste. Okay, all right, so let's get started. The first thing is, I'm gonna recommend that you get Creative Cloud, which is Adobe. And Adobe, the software that they make has changed the world. I think it's what most programmers and designers use. Adobe is the company that made Photoshop, Illustrator, and all sorts of things. There's even a program here called Acrobat, which allows you to manipulate PDF files, create PDF files, edit them, and all sorts of good stuff. I'm getting a little off topic, but Adobe is also the creator of Dreamweaver. This is the application where we can design and develop websites. All right, so let's open that up. And I have it installed on Windows 10, and this is the newest version because I downloaded it and it's all registered. All right, I do not recommend getting the hacked version. It's just not right? Okay, so the first thing that we want to do on this program to start building a website is the following. Remember, in the last video, we made a master folder. We made a master folder, and this actually had business too, because we have two businesses in this example that we're running. And in the first business, we had categorized our data like that, and then we made this folder, www.henrysexample.com, which is our, remember, root folder. This is where this is going to come in play now. All right, you're going to set up Dreamweaver, this program, so that it is working in and out and saving automatically to this root folder, all right? And how to do that? They're called sites in this program. And what we're gonna do is, let's just, so that we're all on the same page, let's go to workspace layout standard. All right, workspace layout standard, and here we are. If you have some sort of like stuff you're working on, it's that, but no need to pay attention there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way to this tab, to the site menu, and we're gonna click on new site. And on new site, this is where we're going to set this up. Like I said, site name, let's call it, let's just go ahead and write my fingers, our URL. All right, let's name that. And then it says local site folder. This is the root folder. So we're gonna click on this button, and right now it's on something else. On our desktop, let's find that root folder that we made. It's in here, and it's right there. right? That is the folder that I want. So select folder, and now this has become set up so that we're working in and out of that root folder. All right, and this site management method is how we're going to set up also with our server online, and you can use this program Dreamweaver to directly upload files to the internet, and I'm going to show you that in the next few videos as well. First, this is what we're going to do: set it up, click save. All right, and once we do that, on the right hand side in the files tab, we're going to have a drop down menu. If you have multiple sites running, you have multiple sites here, and you can see that this one is checked. And right here, if you see, this is the root folder, and by magic, this one, all the files and all the folders that we have made here shows up here. So let's try it out. Let's make a new folder, let's say, and name it test1, enter. We made a new folder here, right? It's going to show up here, but we first have to refresh, bam, test1 right there. Okay, so you can see how this is directly related. This becomes very important because later on, when you're trying to put and insert images and what have you into your website, you can do so directly using the Windows Explorer. You can come in here. Let's say I have let's upload a picture. Let's just do I don't even want to show you. Okay, this is a good example. All right, this image out of a random folder in my desktop. Let's say I want to use this now. All right, I'm just gonna click and drag this into my images folder, and there it is right there. And you can predict that it's going to show up here. Let's see if it does. Refresh. There it is. Bam. You can also directly manipulate the content and the files within the root folder directly through the Dreamweaver program. So over here in this area, let's say I want to make a new file inside the test1 folder. Then I'm just going to right click and click on new file here, and it's going to make a new file. Something comes down here. This is a new file that we just made, and it tells you to name the file, and by default Dreamweaver creates an HTML format file, and let's call this test2. Hit enter. Now it's saved, and let's see if it reciprocated here on our hard drive over here. So go back here to your root folder, click on there, and there it is, test2. And this here is an HTML file. By the way, HTML files can only be properly opened, or I should say decoded, converted, and displayed the way you want to on a web browser. So by default, I'm using Mozilla Firefox. So it shows the Mozilla Firefox icon there. If I double click, let's say Firefox, yeah, it's gonna open up this where is it? It's gonna open up this HTML file that we just made here. It's blank because we didn't put anything in it, right? You can also predict that we can rename. We can also delete. If you right click, go to edit, delete, or you can duplicate it, or you can paste and copy even. The other way to do it is to click on it and just hit delete on your keyboard. Do you really want to delete? Yes. And it's gone. See if it's gone here as well. It's gone here as well. You see? So this is a very nice sort of technique to use when you're working. And it becomes, literally, it becomes the directory. It becomes the web address, okay? This directory here becomes the web address. That is the main point I want to get across. I think that's going to be it for this video, because in the next video we're going to actually start to make the web pages. Thanks, and see you later on.